Good afternoon, folks. How you all doing? Happy Thursday. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Clive Jeffrey, and you can find out all about me on clivejeffrey.com. In today's video, we're going to be talking about customer avatars. What are they? Who are they? And how do you go about finding them? So if you are into any kind of marketing at all, you need to understand who your customer avatar is, and that's exactly what we're going to cover on today's training, so stick around. Now, if you're here, please just drop a comment and let me know where you're coming in from. I'd really like to see where everyone's watching from, so go ahead, do that, and I'll give you a shout out, and then we'll get straight into this training about customer avatars. Now, you probably heard a saying before. Hey, Fletcher McKenzie watching from Italy, no doubt. How's it all going over there, mate? Hopefully you guys are having a good holiday there. Talking about customer avatars and how important they are to any of your marketing efforts. If you don't understand who you are marketing to, and you think you're marketing to everyone, you really are marketing to no one. And that's a critical distinction to understand. Now, I know it's particularly most of my trainings that I do are catered for the home business profession, and a lot of these home business companies tell you that the products and services that you offer can be or do cater for everyone, and this is simply not the case. They really are doing you a disservice by telling you this. If you think you're marketing to everyone, then you really are wrong. For example, let's just explain this by looking at a weight loss product, for example. Now, you can say that a large percentage of the population may need to lose weight, and that you can speak to them as one customer base, but that is totally wrong. And if you do, you're going to find your marketing very ineffective and very costly, especially if you're doing paid advertising. So to break that down even further, if we look at the weight loss niche, for example, let's just take 3 examples within that niche. You could have, say, young mothers looking to lose baby fat. You can have bodybuilders looking to lose the last bit of fat before a bodybuilding competition, or you can just have a normal bloke like me that wants to lose his beer belly. Now, all 3 of those want to lose weight, but each of them is a completely different segment of the weight loss market, and you would talk to them completely differently, and you'd have a totally different marketing message for each of those 3 customer avatars, if you like. So you can see how critically important it is to understand who you're talking to in the first place. Now, your product and service could actually help all 3 of those segments, but if your marketing tries to talk to them in general, you're going to miss the mark altogether. But if you created a campaign to speak to each of those 3 markets individually and actually get into the conversation that's going on in their head, and that's the whole idea and goal behind good copywriting, is to actually get into that conversation that's going on inside your customer's head. So, for example, if we're looking at that weight loss idea again, say for the young mother, she may be, her concerns are getting back into her old clothes. As I say, the bodybuilder, he's worried about losing, the body fat so he can show off his abs even more, and his body mass index is going to be the best it can be to win the competition. And for myself, for example, I want to lose beer fat. I might want to look better in summertime at the beach. So what's going on in my mind is a completely different conversation than that's going on in the bodybuilder's mind and the young mother's mind. So if you understand that, and you can gear your advertising towards those individual people, and literally imagine that you're talking to one particular person, and that essentially is what hey Ryan, thanks for coming along, mate. Now, speak to those individual people. So you do this by breaking down and understanding who your customer avatar is, and you do this by going through an exercise. Now, I've just been going through this exercise to find my ideal target market, and for this campaign that I'm going to be working on, it's going to be someone very much like myself, who's a baby boomer, between the ages of 45 and 65. So I'm 54, so fit right in there. And I'm going to go through the questions that I ask to determine, so I know exactly who this person is that I'm going to create the ad for, and I literally give him a name. So, for example, I give him a name, George. So I know when I write my ad for this particular person, I want to literally know who I'm talking to down to his name. So I go through things, and there's 5 basic steps that we go through. We go through the demographics, which is all his age, sex, and all that kind of stuff. Then there's goals, desires, and values is step 2. Then there's the challenges and pain points, step 3. Then the different sources of information, and that's the type of thing like what magazines, TV, blog posts, and everything like that that he's into. And step 5 is the features and benefits of the product. So let's just quickly look at it. So for the demographics, we're going to look at the age, the gender, the marital status. Does he have children? If so, what's the children's name? I mean, age ranges, the type of occupation that he's going to be in. And as I said, figure it out. If it's a young mother, maybe work from home. If it's a bodybuilder, you might decide he's a personal trainer. So decide who you want to talk to and gear your message specifically for them. So for my one, as I said, I'm looking for someone that's in middle management. They could have a job title like sales manager, marketing manager, office manager, branch manager, something along those lines. I've set the income range at around about 60 to 100,000. So that's basically the demographics or specifics of the actual person, or we say George, who I'm going to be creating my ad for. The next thing is like, what's his goals and desires? So, he's probably wanting to retire in the next 5 years. He wants to get his kids through college, maybe retire his spouse, leave his job, or start his own business. He's had this desire to start his own business, and, he wants to live life on his own terms. And, he wants to work from home and get rid of his commute. So you can imagine the guy, a baby boomer guy wanting to, leave his job and having all those kind of things going through his mind. So hopefully that's starting to make sense there. Then we look at his values. The guy I'm after, he's going to have family. He's a family man. He believes in a work-life balance. He's honest. He has great work ethic. He understands that things take time to produce, and things don't happen overnight. He's committed. He's loyal, and he has integrity. So those are the values for the person that I'm wanting to talk to, because those are the people that I want to work with in my business. So I decide that beforehand, so that when I come up with my ad copy, I'm going to be talking to George directly. So challenges, what's he, the concerns are that he's going to, he wants to have that work-life balance, but he doesn't. He's trying to juggle it. He's concerned about the skills. Does he have the skills necessary? Like myself, when I first got into home business, I didn't have any technical skills whatsoever. I couldn't even do copy and paste. So that was a challenge for me. There's concern about, that you're going to have to make investments in an opportunity or training. So there's budgetary concerns and challenges. What will their friends and family think? The challenge is also bearing in mind, he's got to save for his kids' colleges, paying for retirement. Don't want to eat into the retirement fund, and he's probably maybe tried some things before and been burnt. So those are challenges he's got in his mind. Do I want to get into this again? And then pain points around those challenges. So you can see how, as we get deeper and deeper into analysing who and what makes George tick, I'll be able to structure an ad very specifically for him. So again, pain points. Does he have? Not sure if he has enough time in the day. He has the humiliation of not being techie, and there's a lack of confidence as to whether he's going to be able to learn the new skills. What will his family and friends think of him? And what if he fails? What are they going to think then? He's got all the pains. Like, how is he? Is he going to pay for everything? Also with keeping in mind that he's got bills of, potential, his college kids' bills, and his parents are getting elderly. Is it going to be a concern of having to look after elderly parents? Then sources of information. So what we're just now figuring out, we know what his pain points are, what keeps him up at night. Where does he get his sources of information from? So where does he hang out essentially? What books does he read? Now I'm assuming the type of person that I'm going after, he's going to read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect. So those kind of books, that's the kind of person that I want to ideally target for. Cheers, Fletch. Good night, mate. Hey, Roxanne. So, I know what his pain points were and things like that. So now, where does he go to get his information? His magazines, Success Magazine, Marketing Magazine, Network Marketer, Time Magazine, National Geographic are probably publications that he'd be into. Television, if he watches television, it'll be the news, Shark Tank, The Apprentice, 60 Minutes, sport, some sport maybe. And then blogs and websites would be, again, CNN, Network Marketing Pro, along those types of lines. And who would he, conferences and learning, schools that he'd go to. He'd go to events like GoPro event, his company networking events if he's in a network marketing company. Would go to on webinars for trainings and that type of thing. You'd follow people within the home business niche that are the gurus, if you like, or leaders in the niche, like Eric Worre, Anthony Robbins, Tim Sales, Ray Higdon, Richard Kiyosaki. People along those lines, Jim Rohn, Todd Falcone. So those are the types of people that he would most likely be interested. So then the last step in to coming up with your customer avatar, or one of the last steps, is to work on the objections that are going to run through his mind that he's going to be able to bring up against you. He's going to say that he doesn't have the time, or he doesn't have the budget right now. He wants to think about it. He's got to check with his spouse. He needs to do more research. Things like this don't work out for him. These are the objections going through his mind. I have been there and got burnt before. If we're talking about different kinds of training, his upline might not approve of that kind of network online marketing training. So these are all the objections going through his mind, and he might say, "No, I'm not techie." So all those objections are things that you can counter within the story that you write for your ad. So you eliminate those objections straight away, and you do that by then bringing in features and benefits of the product and service that you are going to offer. So features of physical things, like within your products, it might be if you're talking let's go look at the weight loss again. Your weight loss products have, say, listed items. The features would be the different amino acids, the different vitamins that it has in it. I don't know much about this kind of stuff, but you know what I mean. It's a list of ingredients, that type of thing. Very specifics. It's you can't dispute them. They're there, hard cold facts. But much like if you compare it, like the steak is the feature and the benefit is the sizzle, the smell, and it's going to taste good and things like that. Those are the benefits. So if we look at the benefits of the weight loss, is the fact that you're going to lose weight by taking these supplements. But then you want to go extend it further than that. What's the benefits of those benefits? So if you're going to lose weight, that's the feature. You lose weight. The benefit is that you're going to fit into your old jeans again. And the benefit of that benefit is that if you run into your ex-partner, they see you in your jeans, and the look on their face when they see you looking so good is priceless. So that's the benefit of the benefit. So you can see how you can. That's what's really going to. They say sell the sizzle, not the steak. That benefit of the benefit is what really gets you going, is really the reason why people do what they do and buy the products and services that we do buy. It's not the fact that we want to lose weight, but we want to enjoy the experience of seeing that look on our ex's face when they see us looking so good. Or the benefit of the bodybuilder guy, sure, he's going to lose the body fat from his abs, but the benefit of the benefit is winning the award and being called Mr. Universe or whatever the event that he's doing. And again, for when I'm talking about the old guy wanting to lose his beer belly, again, he can. The benefit of that, the benefit of the benefit is fitting into his swimming trunks and looking good on the beach in the summertime. So you can see now how wrong that statement is, that your products can service everyone. It's too broad. It just doesn't work. If you're marketing to everyone, you're really marketing to no one. So if you have got value from this and think that you want to delve a little bit deeper, there's actually a webinar my mentor's putting on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where he's going to go through this and a whole lot more, how you can incorporate using this strategy of really honing into your customer avatar, deciding who they are, and creating marketing material that speaks to that avatar specifically. If you want to learn more, then head along to clivejeffrey.com/customer, as in customer avatar. So clivejeffrey.com/customer, and you can register for tonight's training. It's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as I say, my mentor, Justice Egan, is going to be going over this all in detail. So it's clivejeffrey.com/customer, and you can register for tonight's webinar. So thanks for everyone that's come along here live today. Hopefully you've got some value from it. If you think you know someone that could get benefit from really honing in on who they're trying to present their marketing material to, then pass this webinar or this training video across to them, and also share that link, clivejeffrey.com/customer, and you can register for tonight's webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and really get into the nuts and bolts of creating your customer avatar and producing marketing material that speaks to your ideal customer very personally, and watch your dramatic change you get in the results that you get. So you're going to get people coming to you that actually want to hear from you specifically, but about your products and services. It's a great way to market and a great way to change your business virtually overnight. So go ahead, register for that webinar now, clivejeffrey.com/customer, and I look forward to seeing you on the training. Thanks again for coming, everyone that's come here live, Lorraine, Sadie, Susan, Fletch, appreciate you guys, and thanks for coming along, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow on another training video. Thanks again. Cheers.